This is one of the deepest videos I've ever made. You can't ever sell your fucking soul, dumb prick, unless you're truly dumb enough to sign something and give away your actual fucking life. In reality, you're born free and you will die free, and when you die, you go back to the creator. Depending on what the fuck you did, you'll experience what your reality is. In that moment, if you felt like, hey, I've experienced life and I'm ready to leave, sure, you will have a pretty nice exit. But if you're like, hey, I've done nothing here, I have so many desires that I have to fill, then what happens, bitch, is you come back as a ghost and you fucking suffer. Realize that you're not here for fucking pizzas and burgers, you're here for more. There is more out there, there is much more out there, but we don't see half the shit with our two eyes. Open the metaphysical eye to actually see past the fucking illusion. When you die, you take in absolutely nothing with you. You hear me? Nothing. So the only thing that remains is your fucking spirit and your soul that you take with you after this human physical vessel. After this expires, this ain't the real shit, man. It's not a joke. They're trying to keep this conspiracy going. We have a body and we have to suffer and we have to eat and we have to shit. But do you know the reality that lies when you transcend these human, well, really animal fucking features that we have been given? The only thing that makes us better than animals, no offense to animals, of course, the only thing that makes us better is that we have I know ability. We have a conscience that can actually think. Now even animals have it, but let's be honest. We can formulate our conscience. We can formulate our logic. We can formulate what we are fucking thinking every fucking moment in our lives, which makes us much, much more evolved than most of the other beings on this planet. So that being said, we are not all on the same level, and racism is a whole fucking joke because all lives fucking matter, for real. And the reality of the matter is, like, we aren't built the same. There's a shift happening right now. There are people who believe in love and walk out their house with love, and there are people who believe in a fucking piece of paper to secure them. And in reality, you don't know what the fuck is gonna happen if another lockdown happens. In reality, you don't know. You really don't know. You don't know what you are capable of until you lose all hope and you reach rock bottom. It is not all pretty out there. There's so much shit happening on the planet. There's a war happening on the planet, and people are complaining that they have issues with the way they're living, or they have issues. It's like, how big do you have to get to realize that your arrogance is so fucking high that you don't even have perspective? There are people dying right now, but you have issues with your fucking bed. Your bed is messy. There are people literally suffering right now, but you have issues with what you're gonna eat for dinner. Bro, the best thing you can do is be grateful, but even that I cannot impose on you, because who knows if you're grateful or not? Who knows if you're lying about it all? Reality is, we are all in this together. But what is together? When you walk out the door and you hate your neighbor, you hate people, and you can't stand them because you don't know yourself, then who is to blame? Shouldn't you build your character? Shouldn't you build your wealth, mental wealth? Or are you just gonna give in to every little impulse of action? Who gives a fuck, right? But then you react and you make it a situation. Who gives a damn, really? Let them speak, let them talk, let them judge. In the end of the day, you lie with your own heart intact, and it is your heart for a reason, because it gives you the right logic to make the right decisions. And emotional intelligence is something. That's what every fucking, I don't want to talk like conspiracy theorist, but one reason we're not supposed to write with our left hand, because it's connected to our right hemisphere. No logic, all emotion. So how do you use all logic and no emotion? How do you connect both? It's called union. It's called connectivity. It's called flow state. It's when you connect both hemispheres of the brain to cause a reaction. And in that state, you can't really hate nobody. The fuck? That's called a flow state. You're flowing with all of your energy, and it's being utilized in the right way. So how can you hate people? That's hypocritical. You can't hate people. If you're so in love, you can't hate nobody. The only thing you wish you could do is get judged, because people judge all the time. But they're too afraid to judge themselves. Why? Because they don't look in the mirror and see themselves. They look in the mirror and see a fucking reflection, and they think the reflection is them. Peace. Like, comment, and subscribe.